Coco Gauff entered the WTA Finals brimming with confidence, her stellar season having established her as one of the brightest young stars in tennis. But in her showdown against fellow American JESSICA Pegula, things took a shocking turn. Under the bright lights and immense pressure of the season-ending stage, Gauff experienced one of the most surprising meltdowns of her young career, committing 3 wild errors in a row that left the crowd stunned and Pegula firmly in control. The match began with the usual energy and intensity that fans have come to expect from Gauff. She sprinted for every ball, pumped her fists after winning points, and seemed locked in mentally. Pegula, on the other hand, approached the match with calm precision. Having faced Gauff multiple times this season, she knew that patience and placement were key. Early on, Pegula's deep, flat ground strokes began to neutralize Gauff's explosive speed, forcing her to play from uncomfortable positions behind the baseline. The longer rallies began to favor Pegula, who methodically broke down Gauff's rhythm and forced errors from her usually solid backhand. Midway through the second set, with Gauff already trailing, came the moment that defined the match. Serving to stay in contention, Gauff lined up for a routine forehand, one she's hit 1,000 times in practice, but sent it sailing several feet beyond the baseline. A gasp rippled through the arena. On the next point, a simple backhand slice, meant to reset the rally, floated long again. And then, on the third point, another forehand went wildly wide, missing by a margin that had commentators and fans alike shaking their heads. 3 unforced errors in a row, 3 shots that symbolized the unraveling of her composure in one of the biggest matches of the year. Pegula, ever composed, capitalized immediately. She broke Gauff's serve and marched toward victory with quiet authority. The contrast between the two Americans was striking. Pegula steady and unshakable, Gauff emotional and visibly frustrated. The camera caught Gauff muttering to herself between points, shaking her head, her body language tense. Her coach looked on helplessly, aware that in this moment, no tactical advice could solve what was happening inside her head. For Gauff, the WTA Finals represented a test not only of skill but of maturity. After a breakthrough season highlighted by her U.S. Open triumph and consistent top-level performances, expectations had soared. The pressure of being one of the youngest players ever to reach such heights was beginning to show. Against Pegula, her inability to reset mentally after mistakes proved costly. Each error seemed to feed into the next, creating a spiral that she couldn't escape from in time. The meltdown also highlighted the fine line that separates the world's best players. A few errant shots at the wrong time can shift an entire match's momentum. Gauff's usual ability to regroup, one of her greatest strengths, deserted her in that crucial moment. The tension on her face told the story, frustration mixed with disbelief. Pegula didn't need to do much other than stay consistent, letting Gauff's unraveling work in her favor. After the match, Gauff was candid in her post-game remarks. "I just let the moment get to me," she admitted. "I started overthinking, trying too hard to be perfect instead of just playing." It was a rare glimpse of vulnerability from a player whose maturity often belies her age. She also gave credit to Pegula, acknowledging that her opponent's steadiness made it even tougher to find my rhythm again. Pegula, for her part, showed nothing but respect for her younger compatriot. "Coco's had an incredible year," she said. "Everyone has tough moments, even the best players. She'll learn from this." Her words reflected both empathy and quiet confidence, traits that have made her one of the most respected players on tour. Social media lit up after the match, with fans divided in their reactions. Some expressed concern over Gauff's emotional state, suggesting that the pressure of expectations might be wearing her down. Others defended her fiercely, calling the meltdown a natural part of growth for such a young player. "Every champion has their breaking points," one fan wrote. "This is how she'll become stronger." The clip of those 3 wild errors circulated widely online, generating millions of views within hours and sparking endless analysis from pundits and former players. For Gauff, this moment may ultimately serve as a valuable lesson. The best athletes in history have all faced public moments of collapse before finding their footing again. What matters most is how she responds. She has already proven her ability to rebound. After heartbreaking defeats in previous seasons, she regrouped to win a Grand Slam. Now, She'll have another chance to channel that same resilience as she looks ahead to 2026, despite the disappointment. One thing is certain. Coco Gauff's passion for the game remains undeniable. Even in defeat, her fire, athleticism, and heart captivated the audience. Tennis fans know that meltdowns like this one, painful as they are, often mark the turning points in great careers. It wasn't the night Gauff wanted, but it may be the experience she needed. A reminder that even the brightest stars must endure the storm before they shine again.